What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great night. It is hump day, and we are over the hump. I'm still here at the Red Brick House doing some work. In fact, I got to leave tomorrow morning extra early to go back and do a job and then come back down here. So I've got about 5 hours to drive in and some work I got to do and things like that. And then, of course, tomorrow night we have Thursday night football. I don't even know who's playing. I don't know who's playing, but we will be live streaming, of course, because that's what we do. We love football, and we don't want to miss a minute of it because the season is too short. And speaking of being too short, the Dallas Cowboys, after losing Trayvon Diggs, who finally had his ACL surgery today, went well, and he's in good shape from that situation. Here's the thing. We got Jerry Jones, who's all over the map. Jerry Jones is always like the dog races. Now, I've never been to a dog race. I only remember what I always used to see in the cartoons. The cartoons, they have the dogs in there, and they'd have the jackrabbit that's like on a rail, and the dogs would chase the rabbit, okay? That's Jerry Jones. He's the rabbit. He's the one that everybody chases. All the dogs are running after Jerry for all the stuff. And Jerry, he embellishes. And as he says, I like to stir shit up. He loves to stir shit up. He does. And he's great at it. He is like the modern day P.T. Barnum. He really is, okay? There's a sucker born every minute, and there's millions of us, and we're called Cowboy fans. And he has us on our string. He has us tricking our emotions and so on. But some interesting news transpired today as the trade deadline gets through. There's buyers and there's sellers. If you believe, unless you're Cowboys, if you believe that your team has a chance to go all the way, you're buying. You're bringing in more talent. If you believe it's time to pack this shit up and start building for next year, you're selling. You're trying to get draft picks and young players and dump salaries. And this is where the Denver Broncos are right now. Sean Payton there, his first year, has Russell Wilson, can't stand him, doesn't want him, but can't do jack about it because his contract is too big. He can get rid of him, but he's going to have a hole in his roster and no money to fill it. So that is what it is for Sean Payton. But he's basically let everybody know we're having a fire sale. We're open for business, and that they have players that they don't mind the idea and the prospect of moving. And the Cowboys, well, they should be a buyer. They should be a buyer. They got Jerry Jeudy and some of the other wide receivers and things that are out there. But a guy who, when we've talked about trades before, who was persona non grata, I think that's the term. You can't. We're not getting rid of Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain is one of the best cornerbacks in football. And they have let him know that they are interested, they'll talk to people even about Patrick Surtain. They've also basically let people know to the Cowboys, if you call, we'll answer. Now, here's the thing. Patrick Surtain. If the if you think that the boost that we got from Amari Cooper, we were a 3-5 team, and we were ass at wide receivers. You can blame Dak all you want, but Cole Beasley was our best. We had Terrence Williams. We had like Allen Hurns. We had basically Noah Browns on the team. I know y'all think that a quarterback can be successful no matter what the play calling is. No matter how bad the offensive line is, no matter how bad the receivers are or how many times they tip it up to the opposition, that the quarterback can overcome all these things, but it's not the truth. And that's fine. That's fine. Amari Cooper was huge for us because we went from being a 3-5 team, being the first 3-5 team to win their division, which we did. If the Cowboys were to get Patrick Surtain, that's a move that's almost the equivalent of Deion Sanders. Now, I'm betting because there's a relationship there. Sean Payton and the Cowboys. Sean Payton was a little bit too impatient. If he hadn't been so impatient, if he could have waited one more year, he'd been the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You can best believe that. He still has a home in Dallas. He coached under Jerry. He almost got them to give up Tony Romo to New Orleans. And oftentimes, teams trade with people they're familiar with. It wouldn't be that difficult for the Cowboys to get in touch with Sean Payton and say, Sean, let's do something. Now, I'm betting Sean Payton wants a first-round pick. Cowboys, they look and they say, shit, first-round picks, that's where we do our business here. That's where we got Diggs. I'm sorry, not Diggs, it's the second round. That's where we got CeeDee Lamb. That's where we ended up getting Micah Parsons. That's where we got Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick. That's where we get our Pro Bowl future Hall of Famers. To give up that, I know the Cowboys wouldn't want to do that. But if I'm the Cowboys and I can say, here's what I may be giving up a number one pick, but if I get Patrick Surtain, well, he's better than anybody I'm going to be able to get probably in the first round. Today, right now, ready. He's still young. He's in his prime. He's one of the best out there. You could end up having him and Diggs next year coming back and having the best cornerback tandem in the NFL. With them and Micah Parsons, oh my God. Now, of course, it's going to cost you. But the thing the Cowboys need to worry about, when you heard Micah Parsons say, we can't compete with the Eagles, which just blows my mind. Or excuse me, no, I'm sorry, no, didn't say we can't compete with them. He said that the Eagles were the best team out there. You have to start worrying about Micah Parsons, even Dak, your big name players looking and saying, why do I want to stay here? Yes, I get all kinds of publicity in the world, but the team's not going to do what it takes to get a ring. And ultimately, more than anything else, is being that Super Bowl champion. And if you start looking at the team and saying, it's great to be here and get paid, but that money's not going to make up for being able to, for the rest of my life, say that I was a Super Bowl champion. And so this is one of those kind of moves that if it's conceivable, you have to do it. You have to do it. If it ends up being, and this is where I'm going to say, I will be pissed like a mother humper. Because we saw Jalen Ramsey traded for a fourth-round pick. If somebody else gets Patrick Surtain and it's like a third or second-round draft pick, I wouldn't even know what to say. I would be so disgusted, so sick of Catboy and Jerry Jones. This one is a no-brainer. Or it shouldn't be. Let's see if Jerry and Stephen Jones, for once, do the right thing as far as trading and building the roster. All right, good people. I got some more work to do here before I lay these bones down, and I'll be back for my fireside chat. Peace.